Hello, guys. Welcome to another interview. We are here with the new player, the rejoined player to the LEC now in LEC Esports. Mikyx, how are you doing after your first week back in the LEC with this maybe disappointing result, but I will say good vibes overall. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling quite alright so far. Yeah, as you said, there was not the result we were hoping for. I mean, even though we scrimmed for only maybe 4 days with me, I felt like we were much better than what we showed this week. So yeah, it was a bit disappointing result, but I think we can get much better. So I'm hopeful for the future.
Drive me a bit through your maybe your off season. Talking about your time off between the splits. You haven't been playing professionally for a while now. So how was? Did you feel rusty coming back into pro play? Of course, you were playing solo queue, I assume. But how
Yeah.
it was? How it felt to play competitive again with the team and everything that implies with the communication and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt quite rusty in terms of communication or what I'm supposed to communicate and timing summoners because in solo queue I'm too lazy to time summoners, so I had to get in the groove, I guess. So whenever people ask like, so who has flashes, I was like, oh shit, I should have probably timed those. But yeah, it's better now, I think.
So you're maybe regaining that confidence or that habit you had in the game. So how it's the group you have in extra right now, the 5 players and the coaching stuff, and how is the feeling inside the game? Because they in your announcement, the management made a lot of emphasis that it was a strategic decision also because they had a bit of a lack of communication. So it's feeling from inside throughout the games in terms of communication and feeling within the team.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure like what I'm bringing compared to Advienne, I guess. I mean, I feel like I bring um, better engaging, I guess, in team fighting. The problem is that we didn't really draft much of those
Maybe
in the last two
experience
games.
too.
But yeah, I mean, you could say that, yeah, but I think right now I'm just trying to adapt more to the team and listen to what they say. And then if I think something is wrong or we could do something better, then I say it. But I'm not the one to make a plan first and make other people follow me. So yeah, I guess, yeah, there's that. But I do feel like in scrims we were doing quite well in terms of, yeah, just how we played team fights, how we played around Drakes, Barons. I think we just kind of played much worse on stage in terms of that. Yeah, I think there
So
was a bit of nerves, a bit of uh, fear of fighting. So yeah.
making now a focus on your lane on the bot lane. How it's the synergy going with Patrik, and how do you see the bot lanes out there? I saw an interview where you mentioned that you think Upset and Hylisan are the strongest duo right now. So what do you think about the level of the bot lanes in Europe, and how is the synergy with Patrik going?
Okay, so I think for the level of bot lanes in Europe, yeah, I think Upset and Healy are like a bit above the rest. I think everyone else is just fine. I don't feel like anyone is really that impressive. I think Rogue's bot lane is actually doing quite well. I think better than I expected, at least. So I'm looking forward to playing them and seeing for myself how good they are, because we didn't play them yet. I think for me and Patrik, I mean, I think we started off pretty well. I think we are quite often on the same page. And yeah, he's really nice to play with because I think he's really good. I was kind of impressed just like watching him play solo queue just behind him, and also he is really hilarious. So playing duo queue with him is also fun.
Talking about expectations and what's next for you and for Excel, what can we expect for the rest of the season with you individually and with the team?
Well, I think you can expect us to make playoffs at least and be like top three team, I believe, at the end of the split. I think individually, I think we will have like really big champion pools. I think everyone in our team can play everything, and I think don't really have any limitations really,
Mm-hmm.
at least so far. And I think eventually we're gonna be the best Drake setup team in the world, and we're gonna just close out games with no sweat.
All right, so
But
that's a Nelson reference.
yeah.
I'm going to ask about that later, but I also wanted to ask related to the last question. Do you think you guys are going to take some time to make everything work, or we are going to see like changes and improvement every single week in the short term?
I think it will probably take a bit of time just to get more. I mean, to kind of translate our scrims into stage, at least from this short
So,
week
scrims are
that I've been
going
here.
good,
I felt like
I assume?
scrims were much better, than
Okay.
what we showed on stage. I think the biggest problem right now is just starting fights on stage. We seem to call everything off compared to scrims. We would just take it and it would work out for us. On stage, we just kind of call it off, even if there's like the slightest doubt, I guess. So yeah, I think we just need to be more confident on stage, and I think it might take some time, but I think in like 2-3 weeks we should be fine.
You mentioned Nelson, and let's talk a bit about your coaching stuff. You've been working with him for a while in G2 previously. He went to Excel. You're now on Excel too. So how it's going with Nelson and with Jombak, and how did you feel? Did you feel that your relationship with Nelson has evolved with this time from first time you worked with him?
Mm, I mean, I only work with him in summer in G2, and I mean, I don't think our relationship changed too much. It still feels kind of the same as if we were in G2. At least we talk the same way, I guess. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the coaching staff right now. I feel like they do know a lot about the game. I'm still learning some stuff, and also it seems like they're putting a lot of effort into just like preparing us for a lot of situations and making a lot of preparations for enemy teams for what we should do. Just like explaining some concepts, and yeah, feels pretty good so far.
So now moving into a bit of the recent past, we all know that your season was quite unfortunate in overall, and I don't know if you ever had a chance to like kind of explain from your perspective, like how did you went through those off-season months, but basically how it was the process of leaving G2 after a lot of success, a lot of years, and joining Excel in the middle of the split and everything that happened in that time between that times.
Yeah, I was kind of, I mean, I knew that I was probably not gonna play for G2 this year, especially since, well, my contract was gonna run out or would run out in this following year. So I was kind of prepared to join a different team. The only problem was that I couldn't really, at least not a good team in the LEC, I would say, because I really wanted to stay in Europe and play against all my former teammates from G2. I think that's probably like the most fun. So then at the end, I just kind of accepted it, and we were like, yeah, maybe I'll just take spring off. Maybe a break is not too bad for me. Like I've been playing for quite some time now with no real break, so maybe one split is not too bad. But yeah, after a while, I got quite bored just chilling at home, doing nothing and just streaming. So I was hoping that, yeah, I mean, I just hope that I get something for summer. But yeah, I guess Excel decided that, yeah, there's an opportunity already now. So I just kind of took it, yeah, as soon as I could, because I was looking at this team for quite a while, yeah, and I think all the players are quite good. So it was kind of easy decision, yeah.
How much time did you have between joining the team and actually like having to play competitively this week? Like I think you mentioned 4 days, something like that.
Yeah, so basically I came in on Sunday and then we started scrimming on Monday, and yeah, that was kind of it, yeah.
Yeah, less than a week though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now moving into, I think the question that everyone did to you, so I have to do it as well. Are you looking forward to face G2, especially?
Of course. I was, yeah, it's kind of one of my goals, I guess, to win against all my former teammates from G2. I think it's quite fun, like winning against Fnatic, Wunder, or like Perks, or Caps Nyankos. I think I'm looking forward to all those games and hope I win all of those games as well.
So it's in general with your former teammates, or it's you have something special with the G2 match?
I mean, the G2 match is probably a bit more special, yeah, just because like I really want to win against them, but I also want to win against the other teammates. But yeah, I guess G2 one is probably a bit more important.
Makes sense. All right, so that's everything from my side. Thank you very much, Miky, for your time, and good luck
Thank you.
in the rest of the split. And remember that you have a lot of more content league related in our YouTube channel. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. For more gaming related content, subscribe to the Esports YouTube channel to stay up to date.